against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. This on-campus environment can't wait to get this one started. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So USF's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
This guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
The shotgun handoff here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
He fires this throw, and he's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense adds 6 to the interception return.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but they take it into the end zone. They're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now the running back's got it again. Breaks loose at the 45. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulls.
That's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a draw to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Quick throw to the left side. And it's complete downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
The Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, hey, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? We got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Scanning the field, it's Perkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback hits it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Turner decides to fair catch this. The USF offense is back out there now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Here comes a handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run the first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the ground, it's Booker. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they're dominating this game.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense is really threatening now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
He makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
What the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sneaking it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the completion made. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, USF. This quarterback on fire today. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the point after is right down the middle. And he's set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reaching the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And now from the pistol formation. On the run, it's Booker. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hoping for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. And they'll set up for the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The tackle, it looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise second in inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
But great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Looking to throw it on first down. Wrapped behind the line, it's Maldonado. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Pass complete, it's second down now. Big pass, here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down out at the 46.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Solid gain on the running play, third down now. He dumps it off to the tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
Scanning the field, it's Perkins. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Caught quickly. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Big spin on the run. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. That offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
They almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Howard's seat brings down the returner. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Empty set now. 5 wide. Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
Checks.
Good defensive play brings up a fourth down. The Bulls will have to kick this away. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide, and it creates some vertical seams through big plays.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Receiver in motion now. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. It's a quick grab. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff running right. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down here for this offense. play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the defense wraps him up.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot. But what a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
They'll run it to the right side. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. He reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Third down, coming out of that game play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Signs with the throw. They make the first down, brought down to the 31. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. They'll try to run for the first down. The Bulls looking to keep this drive rolling.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find Justin.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
2nd down now after the sack. The quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. The quarterback keeps it on the option. The ball is loose. It's a turnover. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this time it's complete. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd for the half. So
Hi, Paul.
Out comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Two quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a storm.
The coverage team able to bring him down.
That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
First play of the second half to keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Shotgun formation here on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. A big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. It's caught downfield. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Maldonado. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, kick it out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And the coverage seat gets the returner to the ground. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through the defender. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Defense is coming after him. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off. It's nice positive yards.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Bulls will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
And he's taken down behind the line. He's going to lose a yard or two. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. See if he can make something happen with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the 2nd half. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. Thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down. The clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. The USF has the lead here, Kirk. He played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a 1st down play. Run quickly caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after the completion. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looks right for a quick completion. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, USF. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, This quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To the air. It's Perkins. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's picked for a third time tonight. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass, the catch is made. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. The Bulls will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Short connection with the tight end here. Great swings at the 40. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Reverse. They score here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker. Penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Trying to find room. It's Booker. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And the runner takes off to his right. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Touchdown, South Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to throw. It's Perkins. Makes a quick catch.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
That completion makes it second and medium. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Bringing pressure. He's escaping the pocket now. He's found some room at the 45. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Maldonado. Fighting him off. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up 2 yards on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got an open man downfield. It's caught. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offense. And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The USF offense is back out there now. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bulls. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Look, they had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answers so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
Georgia offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And he's got his man open downfield. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Get closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Back to throw. It's Perkins. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42. Hey, guys up front, line up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. Crucial third down play right here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.